Good morning, I'm Earth Dr. Reese Halter, and you're listening to Earthcast, SOS.com. What happens when the fossil fuel industry gets subsidized? Well, apart from the obvious, the destruction of our atmosphere, did you know in China each day 4,400 people, 365, die from breathing putrid fossil fuel air? That's 1.6 million people. In the oceans, as we scour for every last drop of deadly fossil fuels, whales, dolphins, sharks, tunas, sea turtles, and everything else in harm's way are destroyed. The oceans are acidifying faster than the previous 300 million years. And if that isn't shocking, and if you're a coral reef, by the way, that means you're gonna melt. OMG! To get at more heat-trapping, subsidized fossil fuels, the rainforests, the Amazon, the Congo, Southeast Asia, and northern forests in British Columbia and all of Russia are being destroyed at an astounding rate. 1 acre every second. 365. OMG again. Now look, the obvious 49 billion metric tons of deadly greenhouse gases being emitted each year are measurable, and they're fueling an epic climate crisis. Other essential utilities, like our water systems, are aging and leaking, and the electricity grids, well, they've become old and inefficient. This is an enormous deal globally. But remember, for every problem, there are at least 3 solutions. That's why future-proofing all countries, preparing for more heat waves, droughts, wild winter weathers, require us to spend at least $5 trillion annually for 3, but more likely 4 years on protecting society, not propping up deadly climate-altering fossil fuels. According to the International Monetary Fund, each year, fossil fuels receive $5.6 trillion in government handouts, and they're paid to kill our oceans, our forests, poison our water, and pollute our air. Hello! The United Kingdom is currently in a pickle. Electricity blackouts are up, and spare capacity in their grid is just at 1.2%, the worst for a decade. This is a really big deal. In 2005, the UK's population was approximately 60 million. In 2015, they'd added an additional 5 million peeps for a total of 65 million. Not only has the price of electricity gone up, but the supply is falling away. The European Union regulations have forced older, coal-polluting UK power plants to close, and low wholesale power prices have continued that trend, making some of the coal plants and gas-fired plants uneconomic to keep open, thanks to fossil fuel subsidies. So, the UK is having a rethink moment. Wind, it's good, but intermittent. Tides and waves are also good, but subsidies to fossil fuels have prevented large-scale operational ocean farms from taking off. And solar power is limited in the dark days of winter. What to do? Some of my colleagues believe it's time for a European supergrid. It's not a matter so much of weather or climate, but rather distributing surplus renewable energies from point source of generating to demand portals. Spain and Morocco, for instance, are rich in sun. Sweden is well endowed with hydroelectricity. Great Britain has wind, surplus at times, and ocean wave generating potential. New technology in DC transmission line can move power hundreds or even 1,000 miles or more. But then there's the matter of the aging infrastructure. This is where we need the dollars, or in the case of Great Britain, the pounds. Well, where to get those pounds or dollars? Stop paying the biggest polluters, the fossil fuel industry. No brainer. In the meantime, the UK is exploring the option of purchasing volcano or geothermal energy from Iceland and receiving that energy on a submarine cable spanning 750 miles. How cool is that? Iceland is volcano-rich with steam energy, which converted to spin turbines gives mega amounts of green energy. Volcano energy generates approximately a quarter of Iceland's electricity, with the rest coming from hydropower. We'll know by June if the UK will source its power from Icelandic volcanoes. We live in very exciting times. Ladies and gentlemen, change is opportunity in disguise. Innovation is our BFF. Hashtag love nature. Hashtag love is the solution. Earthcast SOS depends upon you, the listener. So come on to drreese.com, Reese, REESE.com, and make it happen by clicking on the donate button, or pick yourself up any number of splendid books on bees, trees, seas, and wild weather. Just do it. drreese.com. I'm Earth Doctor Reese Halter, reminding you to protect our planet.